One sec. What the fuck did we just witness?
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am almost speechless at this point.
Well, I'm at a loss for words. What the heck did we just witness in the Steelers and Browns game?
Exactly. Again, I'm speechless. I mean, I don't really know what to say.
It was literally freaking... It was chaotic. It was literally all over the place.
It was wild, dude. I mean, both teams played very sloppy.
Very.
But it was a very wild freaking game. Honestly, I think it was a great game overall. But both teams, like I said, played sloppy, and it was just wild overall.
It definitely was.
Seriously. And
it's like, holy crap.
I just want to say this right here, right now. This man right here, number 90, TJ Watt, he is my favorite Steeler currently. AB was, Ben was, Juju, I mean, still is, but TJ fucking Watt.
He was probably one of the 2 stars in this game out of the entire Steelers players.
4 sacks and a blocked field goal that would have potentially given the Browns their first victory in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
TJ Watt, he's the fucking man. He has a bright future in Pittsburgh and the NFL.
Seriously, I mean, 4 freaking sacks, dude. And he remember he switched to the left side this year.
Exactly.
He was down, dude. How many sacks did he have last year? Like 7?
7.5.
Dude,
he only has 4 in one game. One game.
Imagine what he's going to do the rest of the season. This is just, it's speechless.
It's
speechless.
Outstanding. Like, TJ Watt is the fucking man. He is if he's not already, he's a future beast in this league.
Yes, he is.
And the second player is definitely someone to look forward to in this game, and was getting a lot of attention because of this whole Le'Veon Bell bullshit situation. James Conner.
Yeah.
31 attempts for, I believe it was, 135 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns?
Something
along with, 5 receptions for 57, 58 yards?
Yeah. He has more yards today than he had his entire rookie year. And remember, this is his first career start. He had a phenomenal game. And yes, he did have a very almost costly fumble near the end of the game.
But every player's going to make a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give him a little slack. You know, this was his first career game. A lot of pressure was put on to him. Now, he didn't really feel or play like there was a lot of pressure on him, but up until that point, he kind of did. At that point, he was almost gassed.
Exactly, because he was given the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And it was like basically almost at the end of the game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's mostly due to Ben's performance, which we'll get into later. But this game overall, I mean, by the Steelers, I mean, you know, it's better than getting a loss because we got a tie, man. Mike Tomlin's first tie.
In his coaching career.
And you know, like I said, it's better than a loss, but honestly, it feels like a loss just based on how we performed.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Dude, we had so many opportunities to win that game. Dude, we should have blown them out. Exactly. We had so many. I don't want to sound so biased or whatever you want to call it, but we had several freaking opportunities to blow them out and win that game easily.
And we didn't take advantage of it.
And in the end, we only scored 21 points. So many mistakes, man, especially on offense. Penalties. I mean, that's on both sides of the field. Penalties.
Fucking goddamn turnovers. We had 6 fucking turnovers on offense.
4 of them were picks from Ben.
And I will give the Browns defense credit. They look fucking legit.
Yes.
Even if it's just one game.
Yes.
That defensive line is no joke. Their defensive backs are looking promising. Their safeties are looking promising. Their defense looks fucking legit. They literally went out there and made Ben do
the opposite of what he's usually doing.
They made Ben give away 5 turnovers.
Yes,
to this Browns
team.
And
I will give them credit for that. Now I understand that it was rainy weather and Ben is not really well at away games, but he's used to this.
Exactly.
It's kind of concerning. Plus, another question is, why didn't we run it more knowing the weather? Why would we give Ben? Now I would have all the faith in the world in Ben. I really would.
Absolutely.
But due to that weather and how powerful it was reportedly supposed to be.
Yeah, because the weather was supposed to be like very worrisome for like 40-mile-per-hour winds, like 5 to 7 inch rain.
Right now, of course, it wasn't that severe, thankfully, but still, why wouldn't you ground and pound the ball?
Exactly, and you can't have James Conner always do it. You know, you have great backs like Stephen Ridley and Jalen Samuels.
Yeah,
you didn't have Knicks run.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, I saw one run from Ryan Switzer.
Yeah.
Let the guy run.
So
you can't have Conner do all the credit, especially do all the running since this is his first career start.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to put too much pressure on him, but by the looks of James Conner, he didn't feel pressure whatsoever.
Yeah.
The guy fucking balled out. He is the fucking future at the running back position. I don't care.
We need Bell? No, we don't.
No, we
don't give me the shit that if we had Bell, we would have won. How do you know? How do you know? Look, just look at the way we performed. We played down. And remember last year when he played for when he played against the Browns? Dude, Conner had a better performance this year than Brown did last year against the Browns.
Exactly. Quite frankly, I don't think it would have made any big of a difference because Bell, like you said last year, was very rusty because he wasn't practicing and participating with the team's practice workouts.
Right, but it took him like 3 or 4 games and weeks to get to the usual Bell that we like.
Yeah.
But look at Conner, man. He came out balling.
See, that's what happens when you work out with the entire offense and the entire organization, the entire team.
Right.
And his fucking work is fucking showing out perfectly.
Yeah, and hopefully he continues it because for his first career start, he balled out. He almost had 200 total yards of offense.
Exactly.
Dude.
James Conner was definitely one of the biggest stars in this game, probably of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this fucking guy is a goddamn future, no doubt about it anymore.
He is.
We do not need Le'Veon. We do not need Le'Veon Bell, and this fucking guy fucking proved it.
Yeah.
And all the other guys like D. Will, and I won't even put Jordan Thomas and Fitzgerald Toussaint in there.
Yeah. Oh, we even did good with them against the Bengals in the wild card game.
Exactly.
See, we can succeed without Bell. And like I said, don't give me the shit that if we had Bell, we would have won this game. How do you know? Just look at how we performed. We played.
Probably would never been a big difference either way.
Yeah.
Probably would have been the same, really. Because Bell would probably have been rusty because he ain't participating and practicing with a goddamn team.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, man. But overall, the performance from this team was, like I said, it just feels more like a loss than it does a tie.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the Steelers should have taken advantage of all the potential fucking points. Well, not points, but what the fuck am I trying to say?
I get what you're coming from because look at how the defense. For the first half, the defense held their own in the bargain. Basically the entire first half, and the offense never capitalized, and they just never did throughout the rest of the game. And I feel like that dragged down the defense overall because the offense never picked up. They never held their own in the bargain.
Exactly. They never got things going like they should.
It just hurt the team overall.
And that kind of worries me because I don't want this happening throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Granted, this is the first football game of the NFL season, and everyone's getting the rust off and everything. It's going to take a couple games to get things going on and getting together and working out perfectly.
Right.
But still, it's still very worrisome, especially with Randy Fichtner having this game be his first game as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it is a little concerning, but I mean, I'm not going to be too upset, or I'm not going to jump the gun on anything because remember, this is still early. It's still the first week. Give it a few games to see how it performs. But if this is consistent, if this is a reoccurrence, it's an issue. Especially with Ben's performance. We can't have that.
Exactly.
4 fucking picks.
4 fucking picks and a fumble loss.
Now, granted, some of them weren't his fault, but still, the offense overall, we were just never on the same page.
Exactly.
And Ben, he was overthrowing and underthrowing a lot of passes to Brown and Hunter and Juju and James.
This is like ridiculous.
Ben was off, dude. He was very
he was very off. His accuracy was off. He, like we say, he threw 4 picks. He lost a fumble.
Yeah, I mean,
granted, some of those turnovers weren't his fault.
Yes.
Like the first pick he threw, yes, that was his fault. That was a stupid throw.
Yeah.
Second one, I'm a little half and half on because I do feel like it was a miscommunication from Brown and Bell. Not Brown and Bell. Brown and Ben. But I feel like with Brown being aware of the safety, I think it was DeMarcus Randall.
Yeah.
Brown was aware of him, and he went toward the sideline to make sure he didn't get him. Right. I feel like Ben should have knew that.
Right, and that's the thing because Ben and AB usually connect with those all the time, and that really hurts this offense because, like I said, they were never on the same page.
Yeah.
At all today. Very rarely. I mean, AB had a great game. He had 9 receptions, 93 yards. Juju had a great game. 5 receptions over 100 yards. The receivers had a good game, but Ben overall just was very off. And I
he
really
was not clicking whatsoever when we should have.
Yeah, and I really hope that this doesn't, or if this isn't a reoccurrence, because that is very worrisome.
Yeah.
Very worrisome. And like I said, it may be due to the weather. It may be him not doing well on the road because he has a history of not doing that. But still, it's still very concerning.
Right.
But I'm not going to jump the gun until I'm not going to jump the gun. But if this is a reoccurrence, then it's an issue.
Right.
So this is the first week. I'm not going to jump the gun on much. But like I said, if this continues to happen, it needs to be fixed ASAP.
And like I said earlier, I will give the Browns credit. They had a fantastic performance on defense. They really opened a lot of eyes, and they opened me and my brother's eyes here.
Now
I was shocked from that defense.
Right, and I don't want to underestimate them. Now that could be due to how our offense was lacking and how it wasn't on the same page and how it was playing down. But it's possible.
Right.
Like I said, I don't want to underestimate the Browns, or I don't want to discredit them of anything, because I really love their defense. I love the talent, I love the aggression, I love the youth, I love the speed, I love the physicality that they bring to the league.
If they continue this, they can literally be one of the best defenses in the league.
Potentially. I mean, look at the talent they got.
Exactly.
Phenomenal, dude.
It's young. It's young fucking talent that can literally be the next big thing.
Yeah, seriously. And speaking of defense, I want to talk about our defense. For the first half, it looked great early. But
Steelers' the Steelers' offense was on and off, but the defense looked very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, they played a little down late in the game. They allowed a few big plays. They allowed a touchdown to Josh Gordon and Carlos Hyde, but that was mainly due to turnovers, and that really kind of hurt the defense well. Because, like I said, the way the offense performed really dragged down to how the defense performed.
Exactly.
Because early on, they performed great, and because of how the offense just never picked up the pace, it really brought it down.
And the turnovers, and the defense was on the field for so long, and they kept on getting tired. And with the offense giving away turnovers so quick, the defense is already gassed out. They can't pick up all their stamina so quick.
Right. So they have a little time to rest. So
very little time. So the offense needs to. The offense can't give away any turnovers. Not this many turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, 6 fucking turnovers, 4 of them being picks, dude. That's
ridiculous.
Unacceptable. Dude, honestly, we deserved to lose that game. We really did. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we got lucky with that T.J. Watt block. We deserved to lose that game.
I don't know, but the defense held their bargain up, really. They did what they could. The defense looked great in the first half. Second half, they did okay until final fourth quarter.
Yeah, but like I said, I think that's due to the offense's performance. It just really hurt and dragged down their confidence, their morale, and everything.
Yeah.
But I will say the pass rush was phenomenal. I think we got, 7 sacks? 4 of them was from this man, T.J. fucking Watt.
Exactly. T.J. Watt, like I said, he's going to be a fucking beast in this league. One was from Bostic. One was from Dupree. I think one more was Cameron Hayward.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Right, I think so too. Correct me if I'm wrong. But speaking of Dupree, he looked good as well, but he still has many flaws to fix. I remember I saw him a few times rushing Tyrod Taylor, and he had a wide open hole, and then he just stopped in his tracks.
That's the thing. He always stops dead in his tracks instead of freaking going. He's a fast fucking guy for his size.
Yeah.
Why is he stopping? Keep on going. You can catch up to Tyrod. You are the fastest guy on his defense that can catch up to Tyrod.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get why he's stopping.
I agree, because he has all this potential, and him moving to the right side has kind of helped him because he did show a little bit of pressure. Now, granted, it was against the undrafted free agent rookie, who was awful, by the way, just saying. But still, he still needs to, he still has flaws to fix.
Yeah, but he's got the next coming weeks to prove himself, and
yeah.
I hope he does because he's loaded with potential.
Yeah, he is. He's got many things you want to see in an outside linebacker, but he just has to hold up his end of the bargain.
Exactly.
So, and run defense was great for the most part. We allowed a few big runs late, but still it was very effective and very nasty.
Yeah, the rushing defense is looking very promising so far.
Yeah, and the linebackers overall looked very impressive. Bostic surprised me. Bostic actually really surprised me. Vince Williams had a great game.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree looked good. So overall, the linebackers were great, and the run defense overall was great.
Exactly.
And I hope this continues, man, because
exactly.
It's good to see, and it's something that we're going to need to continue going into the season.
Yeah, and secondary, did pretty good as well. Of course, they allowed some big plays here and there, but they did pretty good overall.
Yeah, like you said, they allowed a few big plays, but guys like Mike Hilton had a phenomenal performance. Cameron Sutton got a huge play in the end of the fourth quarter where he got his first career pick, and now it didn't lead to anything because we obviously still tied, but still, it was a great play by him.
Exactly.
And it shows some potential because he stepped in for an injured Hayden, which hopefully isn't severe.
Yeah, I think it's a hamstring injury. I'm hoping it's not severe. I just hope they put him out just, for precautionary measures.
Right, and that's what I would do because Hayden is very valuable. Now, Hayden himself did allow a big play or two, but, it's Jarvis Landry. I'll give him credit. He's a monster.
Exactly.
So, and Joe Hayden coming back home, that pressure's along there with him. So
yeah.
I'll come some slack. But hopefully Hayden's injury is not severe. But if Cameron Sutton has to step in, I'm pretty confident because Sutton did look pretty good.
Very good.
So, and like I said, man, we honestly should have won this game by a lot.
We should have.
We should have won this game. We really did, because we had so many opportunities to win this game and to score more points, and we never did.
We never struck when the iron was hot.
Dude, yeah, exactly. So many fucking mistakes. You know, the penalties, the turnovers was major. And one thing I really hate about this team and this defense overall, or the offense mostly, is that we're so conservative.
Exactly.
You know, we're so comfortable where we're at instead of actually jamming the foot down their throat.
Exactly.
You know, don't be like, oh, we're good. You know, no. Anything can happen in this league.
Exactly. Continue what the fuck you're doing. Don't just stop dead in your tracks and say, oh, they're not going to do anything. Continue what the fuck you're doing.
Yes.
That's how you make yourself a dominant fucking team.
Yeah, jam it down their fucking throats, man. And a team like the Browns, you know, we play down to our competition, or we play down to our competition. So a team like the Browns would have taken advantage of that. But and I want to say this because this is actually one positive that came out of this game, is that even after all those mistakes that we made, the Cleveland fucking Browns still couldn't win a game. That itself is hilarious. I'll give the Browns credit. They have a phenomenal roster. They showed a few signs of promise. They did. But they still couldn't take advantage of our mistakes and our mishaps and our sloppy playing.
Exactly. I don't care if Tyrod Taylor's there at quarterback. I find him to be a decent quarterback, but yet again, you got Todd Haley as your offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And he was doing nothing for the offense.
Yeah,
The offense of the Browns looked like shit most of the time.
Yeah, and I saw a bunch of things that Haley did with us, which was mainly bubble screens on fucking third downs, which really cost the Browns for the most part.
Exactly.
So it's good to see that he is still, or he hasn't changed one bit.
Right, exactly.
And Browns' symbolism is just perfect for him. So, anyway, guys, wild, sloppy game. This was very crazy, very, very ugly. Honestly.
First game of the season, we get a tie with the Browns.
Who would have thought a tie?
This is Mike Tomlin's first tie in his coaching career, and I think our first ties since 2002, I think it was.
Something like that. I can't remember. I think you're correct, but correct us if we're wrong. But, yeah, either way, we get a tie. Who would have thought that a Week 1 game would have ended in a tie, especially against the Steelers and Browns?
Yeah.
But, you know, us, you know, having so many mistakes and playing down our competition. I know the Browns have such a great roster, but it's the Browns, dude. Come on. We can't play down to this competition with the roster that we have.
Exactly. We got to show that we mean business, that we are a dominant freaking team.
Exactly, and that's something that he mentioned in
our preview.
Yeah, in our Browns Steelers preview, is that
And
taking one game at a time, so you like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you mentioned it too. You were helping with that because I couldn't figure out what to say for some reason. But yeah, take one game at a time and treat every game like it's the Super Bowl.
And
This game really, besides the sloppy playing, it seemed like it would be like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like it was so difficult for some fucking reason.
Yeah, and now another mistake I want to mention is Chris Boswell's missed field goal, which is honestly very rare. But I'm not gonna bust his balls for it because, you know, it's one miss. You know, it didn't cost us the game. You know, so.
Yeah, it could have won us the game, but hey, at least we didn't lose from it.
Right. However, I do want to say that it was extremely funny to see all the Browns fans flipping off the camera and freaking out because they won the Super Bowl. It was actually kind of fun. Now, of course, we were depressed at the time, but looking back on it, it's hilarious as fuck.
Right, exactly.
So
the Browns still have yet to achieve a fucking victory.
Yes, even after all our mistakes, that's the positive comes out of this. Even after all our mistakes, they still can't win a game.
Yeah, basically. But that's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Steelers get a tie in their first week.
21-21 against the Browns. Very sloppy, very ugly, and we gotta work on those mistakes, especially offensively.
Yeah.
We have to take advantage of the defense. We gotta pick up where the defense leaves off. We gotta help them out. We gotta score more points. We gotta limit the mistakes, limit the turnovers, and limit the penalties because the penalties killed us in this game, offensively and defensively.
Exactly, especially since we faced the Kansas City Chiefs in our home opener.
Yes, and this is home opener, so I'm expecting a much bigger and more
better performance, especially because Ben usually has decent to bad performances while on the road, but then when he comes back home, he plays like he's fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He plays like he's fucking Joe Montana in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is something that we could see, but we'll see what happens. And we're gonna be going in. We're gonna go watching the Chiefs game.
Because I want to see how Patrick Mahomes does because I want to see what we could potentially be, going up against, facing.
Exactly. So and that's something we're gonna do here now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give us your thoughts in the comments below. We're off to KC. We're off to Kansas City, man. So.
We're off to home.
Well, yeah,
we're off to face Kansas City.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know.
So speechless. I guess I'll just say the outro. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace!